20 years after Hurricane Katrina, the deadliest and costliest storm in U.S. history, some communities are still struggling to survive.
New Orleans may come to mind first, but along Alabama's Gulf Coast, Dauphin Island, a small barrier island, is literally disappearing. Shrinking beaches, rising seas, and funding battles are pushing this community closer to the edge.
When Katrina struck on August 29, 2005, nearly 1,400 people were killed across the Gulf region, most of them in New Orleans. But Dauphin Island, Alabama, was also hit hard. The storm severed the west end of the island, leaving behind a 1.5-mile gap and destroying more than 300 homes. In some cases, the land beneath them was washed away forever. Today, some residents are still paying property taxes on plots that now sit beneath the Gulf of Mexico. Mayor Jeff Collier describes the West End as an underwater neighborhood. He points to about 50 lost lots where beach houses once stood, now covered by waves. Some homes are still technically livable, perched on pilings deep in the surf. Incredibly, vacationers rented them out this summer, but Collier admits it's only a matter of time before the Gulf claims more. Since Katrina, every storm and every inch of sea level rise has taken another bite. Dauphin Island is caught in a slow-motion crisis, shrinking, shifting, and moving closer toward oblivion. Over the past 2 decades, residents and leaders have fought back. The island used Deepwater Horizon oil spill settlement money to rebuild beaches, pushing Gulf waters back by nearly 400 feet on the east side. But the ocean is relentless. Within a year, residents say as much as 30 meters of sand had already eroded away. Now, Dauphin Island is planning a massive $60 million beach restoration project for the West End. The problem? Securing the money. To survive, small towns like Dauphin Island rely on federal disaster mitigation funding. One of the key programs was FEMA's Building Resilient Infrastructure and Communities program, or BRIC. BRIC funded thousands of projects, from flood control in Florida to wildfire prevention in the West. Dauphin Island had applied for help designing a hazard mitigation plan. But earlier this year, the Trump administration canceled BRIC, calling it wasteful. Critics say the decision jeopardizes hundreds of communities. Nearly 700 projects worth $3.6 billion are now in limbo. The cancellation sparked a lawsuit by 20 states, and a federal judge temporarily blocked the reallocation of funds, a small legal reprieve for flood-prone towns.
One way or another, we'll make a plan, but time is running out.
20 years after Katrina, Dauphin Island stands as a reminder of both resilience and fragility. It is a fight against time, storms, and rising seas. And whether this small Alabama town survives may depend as much on politics in Washington as it does on nature.